I take my USDC. Say I could take my money from say I'm using Coinbase, right? You use whichever way you want to onboard it. So you need to get your first cryptocurrency into the ecosystem. You go to Coinbase. You could also use Stripe has an onboard. There's a whole bunch of them. Like even Jupiter themselves, like not Jupiter, sorry, Phantom. They have like a whole bunch of onboarding methods now, and also ways for you to spend. Like they have their own debit card now, which is pretty cool. Which is there's a wait list for it, but I think this is kind of becoming the thing, and that kind of leads me to where this will actually be farther over here. Let me let me come back to that in a second. So I get on board my crypto, whatever method you're going to use. Say I'm going to buy Solana. Say I'm going to buy USDC, USDT, whatever I'm buying. I can buy it here. I kind of like using buying USDC through Coinbase because they don't charge for me to send it off the platform. So that might be a thing that works for you. But yeah, um, and then I have the money. Say it's USDC. I go and I transfer it to my wallet, my external wallet. Like again, it could be Phantom, or you could be using like the new Jupiter wallet, which I don't know if you could see it right now. I don't think you can. Here, let me pop it out. Da-da. Can I pop it out? No, that's not bueno. Oh wait, side panel mode. So yeah, so I have it puts this, there's like Sol right here, USDC. It's basically locked up and earning interest. And I put it into that wallet, and then I come over here and I click on whatever currency. I'm using the example of USDC because it's stable, and I'm using this. I have other things that I do to earn other cryptos, but I like having stability with um, USDC because I pay bills in USDC or in dollars. So I'll take the crypto, I'll put it into this lending protocol, which is currently earning me. You can see right here, there's lending APY, which means that's how much I'm actually lending, but the platform's giving a bonus of 3.14. So it totals right now at 6.39. Now, both of those are very variable APYs, meaning that they're going to fluctuate in price, right? hmm So they're going to fluctuate in price up and down. And right now it's at a low end, but it could fluctuate up very easily. So now, anytime that I need the money that's in here, so I have, what did I have in here? Only like $403.80. 80.80 USDC are in there, which equates to the 403.80. Now, if I want to grab anything out of here and use it for whatever, I could just hit as simple as just coming here, and I'm actually connected to my Jupiter wallet, which means that I get to auto confirm it. Otherwise, stuff would pop up on the side. But now you see there's nothing on the right side that says I have some draftfish. I have some stuff in that, some open orders that it's not showing right here. There's activity. I have an order in to buy some more draftfish. But now I have, say I want to pull out $100. So 100 USDC. It's as simple as this. Look at this. Now 100 USDC. Boom. That's done. Now it's out. Let this refresh. Now it shows, see, there's 100 USDC less in this wallet now. See how long it's going to take this to refresh this page. Maybe I have to click off and click back in. So you got some NFTs in here. Look at these. Jupiter Vault, Jupiter Vault. There it is. So there's 100. It says it's 100 USDC. It sometimes shows a little bit less, you know, but it's showing the APY that you could be getting for it right now here in case you wanted to deposit anything. But we just withdrew. Now, what could you do with that? Now, you can go and in this situation, you can go and you could take your Solana or your USDC, and you can go and now put it to work. And that's what I like. And again, we could do this very passively, very passively. Um, oop, I'm doing that. Now, I'm going to do it still on Jupiter. I'll do some other streams that show out how to do this stuff on other platforms too, like Axiom. It's another good one. Um, but now, all what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Perps. So I had $100 basically that I'm working with now, and I'm going to go over to Perps, and I want this like I want this to be. I don't want this to be something that I'm staring at a chart all day and paranoid about. So the more that you are staring at the chart, the more risky you can get. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a couple orders for this like I'm going to create a couple orders real quick. One second. Hmm. All right. So I'm going to create a couple orders, and but I don't want to just gamble. I'm not a gambler. I don't gamble. It's just who I am. So I'm going to go over here again to Stacker GPT. Now, if you do want have access to Stacker GPT, it is free, costs absolutely nothing, but I have it right here. I'm going to repost it. There's my live right there. Look at me. It's like very, very staring into the void. If you're not earning while you sleep, you're still, oh, look at all these. Come on, go comment on these things. Should I reply? I should reply real quick. OG Gamer, damn right. 1000% right. Okay, I had to get that in. Okay, so right here, where is it? Here, I'm just going to repost this. Stack gains. It does. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to repost just so it's at the top. So if you're looking for it, go to my X profile right here. And now, here, if I refresh, go away, Tweet Hunter. I refresh. Now it's right here at the top. Go and grab Stacker Agent GPT, completely free. Go ahead. There is a newer version that's come out that is more autonomous, and I'm going to go into that into a minute. Um, but right now, I'm going to show you how I will go and use this tool, Stacker Agent. I'm going to create a new chat, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to these charts. Now, I have a couple different indicators turned on. I have Bollinger Bands, Moving Average Exponential, Relative Strength Index, Volume, and VWAP. Now, again, like the most important ones that I look at are, in all honesty, the Bollinger Bands, the moving average, and then the volume right here at the bottom. These candles at the bottom, the volume. So, and that will tell me, oh, if there's a bunch of green volume, look at this. There was a big green candle that came here, and that was shortly followed by the price going up. So now, what I'm going to do is I have also a couple different time frames that I have here, and I'm looking for something a little bit more short term to long term. Like it doesn't really matter, is because what I'm going to do is 10x leverage. I'm not going to go crazy with leverage, and what leverage means is that I'm able to take, say, $100, and if I do 10x leverage, that means that I'm actually trading with $1,000 instead of 100. So what I do is I'm going to give Stacker GPT these charts. I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to paste in everything from, I did the 1 minute chart. I'm going to do a 5 minute chart. And again, Stacker Agent GPT, um, it has access to Bird Eye's API, which if you don't know what Bird Eye is, do I have it right here? Bird Eye, and this is a good example. Look at all these. That's everything's on sale right here. When I see red, I just see sales, things on sale because it's gonna rebound. Just like when that crash happened the other day, I wasn't worried because everything was just on sale. So I'm gonna just grab the 15-minute chart, paste that there. I like that you could just paste it and you don't have to save it to your computer. That does take a whole extra level. I guess copy paste. I don't have to keep on saving stuff. Paste. All right, now, if you're going for like scalps, you don't really need the really, really big time frames, but I like just giving it to it anyways, because I like having my AI have the biggest picture possible. So then I say, help me set up a soul perp. I will be using 10x leverage. So there we go. So now I've given it the charts. I've given it what I want. I wanted to help me set up a Solana perp, which you could actually do a couple. You could do Solana here. You could also do ETH. You could do Bitcoin as well. So they're like ETH is, these are all kind of like wrapped Bitcoin and ETH. It's just basically betting on the price of these assets going up and down. If you can look at the charts, they're very similar. They're very similar charts. And let me know if you've actually done any Solana perps or anything like that yet. Or any perps at all, actually. It doesn't have to be Solana. I'm just saying they're on Solana, but you could be doing Bitcoin or ETH. I'm drinking coffee. Is iced coffee. It's you know how you make iced coffee is you take coffee and you put ice in it. Also put some cream in this one. Okay, back here. Okay, now let's see what it says. It says perfect. You just uploaded multiple soul charts across timeframes, which is exactly which is exactly what we need for a multi time frame soul perpetual setup, and that's what perps mean, perpetual. And you could think of them very similar to like shorting a stock or longing a stock. Let's break this down using the Stacker Agent Soul Perp framework so you can find sniper entries with your 10x leverage target. Okay, across your upload time frame, you got the macro, which is the 1 day or the 4 hours, like the clear downtrend from 230 zone to 175 to 183. And again, we're not worried about the actual price of Sol in that sense. We're worried about where it's going to move in the near future, up or down. Um, so we could basically bet on the direction that it's going to go. So Bollinger Bands are tightening, volatility, compression. So that's one thing so when Bollinger Bands get tighter, it means that there's less volatility and less trading volume, wide trading volume. So Bollinger Bands are tightening, volatility compression phase, RSI 40 bearish but nearing oversold bounce zone. So oversold is what I actually. So if I'm going into a long, I want to know that it's oversold because when it's oversold, that means people are going to start buying it. So that is a good sign right there. So then 1 hour to 15 minute price has begun base formation at 174 to 182 with multiple higher lows forming. Then the 5 minute and the 1 minute microstructure shows consolidation between 182 and 185.5. RSI is 45 to 56 range, neutral with potential upside momentum. This looks like a bottom formation setup where Sol could squeeze higher short term if we can reclaim above 186. So, Stacker Agent Sol perp setup. I always like, just so you know, the reason I always like seeing this part because I want to know what's going on. You could just turn your brain off if you want and just let AI do all the work, and which is great. But I also love to learn. So if you're saying I don't know how to trade, I don't know how to do this, have this teach you as you go along. And that way you're actually learning what's going on. Like I'm a firm believer. I want to know how the hamburger's made. I want to know what's going on because I want to know if something goes wrong, how to fix it, and just be educated. Uh, Absolutely use AI to shortcut things for you though. So okay, Stacker Agent Soul Perp setup. Short term bullish, expecting a range reclaim, momentum push into resistance. And that's kind of what I was seeing from what it was telling me. That it's getting to an oversold part, and there's going to be a breakout, which means that the price will probably go up. Even last night, it went down to like when I was asleep to like 175. If I had an order in, it would be well in profit right now at 183. Pretty good profit actually, but I went to sleep. Short-term bullish. Okay. And then, so here's what it's saying. Like, entry zone could be 185. Like this, it's looking for stop loss at 180. So you can just go ahead and place these orders however you want. So, um, and I always like to give it like one final chart. Oh gosh, I hate when like that stuff always read. So, so what it's saying, wait for breakout, volume candle close. So let me just give that chart. So, wait for breakout, volume candle close above 186, market long on confirmation, stop loss between. So what it would be is this, you would take this and you'd come here and you'd say that you're going to only place the order if it goes up. You could actually place it above if you want, like, but it's going to give you this warning. So you could absolutely place it higher, but like I said, let's make sure it knows. Look, if I ask, should we place our below the current price for a long? There you go. Says excellent question. If you're thinking like a pro trader here, looking at the most recent time frame, price 182. So limit order 182.10, 180. So the current price is what? What? One second. Some weird popped up. Okay, you can hear me? Okay, good. The current price is 182.62. So it's still dipping. Like, let me just actually, I'm going to give it one more candle since there's another. Just give it a fresh, because there's one was another candle that popped up there. It's showing a little bit. So see, it's at 182.10. So that would mean that it would have to dip another basically 50 cents right now. Let's just double check what it says after this new one. So 182, 182 stop loss, 181.55. Okay, so stacker conviction. I like looking at this stacker score right here. 78 out of 80. Conviction, strong term bounce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put in this price, what it said right here, 180. Or was the actual price? 182.10. So what I would do here is I would just go to the limit order, and I'm going to do this in USDC. If you were doing a market order, you actually could do it in a lot of different currencies. See a whole bunch of ones that you could leverage. So if you're trying to grow this currency, then you could definitely just leverage these ones. But if you want to place a limit order, which means that you're basically waiting for the price to hit. So I think I'm going to give it one more because there's this breakout red candle. Oops, the wrong one. See, I'm glad that I didn't place it right when I did. I was patient. Now I'm actually probably going to wait a little bit because there's this giant stick down. But look at this. So this is a good thing to watch. There was buyers defending this. So let's just say I placed an order at like 181, like 90. If I place that order at that price, and I'm going to do 100. So I did it a little bit lower than what it mentioned, but there was these candles that are going, or let's do 75. See if it hits that. and it would be 10x, and you could see that at this point it would have to dip to 164.10 for me to actually be wicked out. I'm gonna hit this button. Let's see if it actually, let's watch this for a minute and see what happens, and I'll just show you what it happens when it fills. So I'm gonna tell it I placed my order at 180.8175, was it? And just have a conversation with the bot. Seriously, don't overthink this. So now this is probably going to fill soon. If it just has to dip 50 cents now. Now there's the thing that I want to point this out. Look at this. There was a huge amount of sell-offs right here. And what this giant red wick tells me is that there was a lot of buyers defending the price. Then there was another big red wick of buyers defending the price, which means I probably missed this, which, I'm not going to chase the red candle, but now there's sellers defending the price as well, and now see it's reversing now. Oh, so okay, so it might actually fill. Look, come on, come on, come on. No, fill. um, but it has to dip another at this point 30 cents before it fills. But now you see the wick. Here, let me zoom in a little bit more so it's not as. But you see these two wicks. There we go. This wick, it's kind of hard to see. There we go. A little bit easier to see when I have the thing there. Let's see if anybody's. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. Just showing you how I'm doing this. Make sure that. There we go. There we go. See, it's the price 182. Oh, wait, that's not the price. Didn't fill yet, but see, I have right here. Come on. So say it's not filling right here. Ooh, man, I keep on doing that. Oh, it filled. It would have filled. It just dipped. So it actually dipped further. So now you can see that I'm actually down a little bit because of that. Now, there's a couple things that we could do here. Now, first thing that we want to do is we want to put in our take profit and our stop loss. There's two different ways that we could do our stop loss situation. We could just, but with this, since it's not going to liquidate until um, see, the liquidation price is 164.09. I'm fairly comfortable that it's going to pump back up to somewhere in this range before that. So like 184, 180, this was just not too long ago, 183. So if I said, okay, so I'm going to give it copy image. It said my take profit actually was 183, 184. I I would look at like any of these would it's not keeping all the leverage into account right here. So I entered at 181. So now 183.30 is if I did 183.30 as my take profit, come here, take profit, 183.30. And what that would give me is 8.54%. So basically, uh, it would give me 8 cents on every dollar that I put into this trade. Now, I could also you have to keep into account a couple things. There's a cost that it took cost to open the trade, and that's all that's gone no matter what. I paid that, it's done. So now if you notice that the actual cost, the collateral is $99.17 versus the 100 because it cost the what is that 83 cents to open this trade, and that's a fee cost done. I paid it already, and that's also because I did leverage always has a fee. So now you can see there's no more there anything there, but if I took that profit it'd be $8.47, which if you ask me, if I'm just basically collateralizing $100, that ain't that bad. Now what I could do here is I could also say like that's the price. What price did I say there? 183.30. And if I look not too long ago, it was actually in that range, so that's actually potentially it's going to rebound. Now you could also go to the higher prices because it was showing higher when see like 84.70, which if we look at where it was over here, 84.70, it was there, but that's at the high end. So why don't we just go ahead and actually go somewhere in this ballpark right here? It's going to give us, I want to, so 83. Let me just go back to the chart real quick, just 83. See that that's in like right there on the RSI, the moving average. And again, now we're just going to wait. So I'm going to say right here, this is to give me almost $10 in profit, which is almost 10%, which is not that bad. So I could hit that. And now when the price rebounds, it's going to immediately liquidate that or sell off that. I'm going to get, it's going to take that $10 off. And I should be left with about $109. And like, look, it's already in profit, right? If I wanted to, actually, I wouldn't be in profit at the moment because it already cost me. Now I'd be in profit because actually no, 83, yeah, 83, 80, anything over 83 cents is profit. So if I close it at anywhere over 83 cents, I've already made money. I'm already in green. Obviously, so I wish that it would actually account for that in the process, but you got to subtract the amount. Now when it hits that price, now you could also create a stop loss if you wanted to. So if I said, you know what, this is going to dip to like a good like, so maybe it's going to dip, so I can create a stop loss. So if I wanted to, I could say if the price of Solana dips, it's like it gave me a stop loss to use, by the way, 181. But if I did that, if I did my stop loss, look, it's already, look, we're almost back. See, I told you it just pumps up. um it's already up a buck. It's up a buck. And again, you could potentially just close that out and grab that, 25 cents, whatever, and rinse and repeat this over and over again. And that's called scalping. You're going to scalp and just do like, okay, I collected $1. And now I'm doing this with $100 right now in this example. But what if I was doing this now? I like, look, you do this trade, you have $100 and you're doing this trade and it's making you $10. Well, you do one trade, makes you $10. But what if you have $1,000? Now you do one trade, it's making you $100. So what if you do a few trades like this a day, scalps a day? Now you're making $500 every single day because you're, you know, doing $1,000 trade every single day, 5 times, earning $100 on each trade and making your profit. Like right now, I'd actually be in profit. I mean, I almost want to show you how what it looks like to actually close a trade manually, since it's actually doing that. But maybe I'll do that in a second, just so. But I want to, so you can see that it's actually growing. But I feel like I could actually get the full $10 because I do believe that it's going to rebound at least to here, um, at least to the moving average here, which is in the range of what my take profit's at right now, right? Take profit is at what? One second. Let me. I'm going to mute myself for 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Family was heading out the door. Okay, so actually, take profit would be like this. So if I, or the stop loss. So if I said I wanted 181, it would mean, see, I would lose $4 in that scenario. But let me actually, now that this is in profit, I kind of want to just show you. I don't know if it might actually go up to the whole amount. I mean, I know it will, but I want to kind of show you while we're here. But if I was going to close this, let me just actually just show you how it would work. So if I was going to close this trade, I would hit this close right here. I don't want it to actually do it, but it would actually show. Now you have, this is actually something that actually, I'm not going to do it right now because I think it's going to go up higher. Um, but say I wanted to close this trade right now, right? And I have two options here because I did. And I actually reached out to Jupiter support just to clarify this. Mm. So, um, if you by default it has Sol selected, and what that would do is it would actually sell my position back into Sol. So when I hit that button, by default it shows Sol. But if now it showed now if I wanted to, I could also click USD and it would USDC and it would pay me back out in USDC. So if I close the position at the current moment, so what it would give me would be like, see, it's down right now because it cost me the fee. See, it's $1.99. This is a good way actually for you to see exactly. So I put in $100 and now it's saying because it's 82 cents, it actually needs to actually be in profit enough. So like 100% profit. That's not 100% profit. Um, but you see now I'm up by 30. It's saying a dollar 66, but I'm only up by a certain like percentage. So just keep in mind of that stuff. So, but I have my stop loss in place. Now I want to show you another thing actually while this is happening. See, it's pumping back up. Now I want to show you a way to have a little bit more downward protection just in case you need it. Mm-hmm. Go downward protection. Now you can have a stop loss, and there is a big risk in what I'm about to show you. But it's something that everybody could do. It's a method for downward protection. So let me just show you this. So I'm going to go back over here to USDC. I'm going to withdraw another 100 USDC out of this loan. And then I'm going to come back over to perps. And now I'm going to do everything again, but I'm going to grab all these charts all over again. I'm going to go back over to this. So I 181.75. I had a position open at 181.75. I want to set a to merge with it. A second position to merge with it if it dips too much to lower my liquidation price and entry price. And what that would do is basically if it dips, you could add in a second order that will average your two orders in. And so we entered it at 180. I'll just show you. So here, let me just paste these in real quick, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works because not every platform does this. I don't think Axiom does it this way, but I know Jupiter does. And it's depending on which platform you're on, this might actually be something that's very helpful for you. Oop, what are you doing here? Because this might give you some downward protection. And if there's a big dip, this might save you. It saved me once or twice, but again, you could always just take your losses with a perp like with a dip, and just like take your losses and liquidate your position and just say, oh, I'm out $10 and just start over and reclaim it. Or you could do this other method. Again, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Um, it's just one of several methods to do this. Oh, I need to get the so I did the 15-minute chart. And part of the reason why I'm only doing 10x leverage is because if I have 10x leverage, that means that I'm going to be able to easily, what do you call, if I have 10x leverage, I'm going to easily be able to avoid that liquidation price. And again, it's like not saying it can't. I mean, the other day it went from like what 125 all the way up to like 180 or 225, sorry, to like 180 when the big crash happened. But and you don't know that that's not going to happen today again, you know. But this is just a method, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works, and it works on Jupiter really well. All right. All right, so now let's do that, and let's see what it gives us. I gotta get a little more coffee in me. A little bit more coffee in me. All right. It is giving us some infos. 187 leverage, 10x, roughly around 170 depending on margin. No, liquidation price. Give it the correct liquidation price. It's 181.75 is, there we go. And if it gets it wrong, this is AI. Just play with it until it actually understands correctly, and it's gonna give you better technical analysis. There we go. So I corrected its little bit of information. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Let's give a solid margin buffer. That gives a solid margin buffer. See, I don't think it's understanding Jupiter's margins. Uh, Very good low liquidation, which is great. So current price 182.10, risk buffer 9.7% to liquidation, which is it doesn't typically fluctuate that much. It's usually just a few percent in the day, unless there's a big thing, and then it might shoot up, shoot down. But it's like it base liquidity stacker. Okay, so blend entry liquidation goes down. No, liquidation would be lower than that. It's I don't know why it's not understanding the liquidation. Um, so to set second limit order, it says 179.90. So let me just show you 179.90. Once or keep stop loss for entry combined position. So it's saying the stop loss, but this is a kind of an alternative to a stop. Let me show you this. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here to a limit order, and was it 179.90 is what it recommended, right? So I'm going to go back over here to Sol or to USDC. I'm going to give it the 100 Sol. We're doing 10x leverage. Now let's take a look at what it shows us down here. So now, our original entry price was 181.75. Now, if I do another $100, if it dips to 179.90, it may not fill. Just this may not fill. And if it doesn't fill, nothing. But all you're out is like the gas fee for putting up the limit order. Nothing else. So 179. The amount it's going to cost to open this again is 70 cents. 70 cents, and then there's an open fee, and everything comes at like it all gets. Let's just call this like 80 cents ish. What it ends up costing borrow fee. It's pretty low. We can go through all of these. Price impact, borrow fee, and transaction fee, and account rent. And account rent you actually get back. Now, what it means is the liquidation price, which was at 164.09, now it will not liquidate until 164.24. So it would have to dip further, less than $1, but still would have to dip further. So now, if I open this again, it's 10x leverage. I'm going to hit this button, and absolutely nothing will happen unless it dips to that price. Unless it dips to that price. Now, again, this is just some downward protection. You could still go ahead and enter in a stop loss if you'd like to, like, and you could still do that. Obviously, you'd want it to be below your new price, but see, it's now fluctuating. If it says, you know what, we don't. Where's this? Oh, that's the. Gotta go to 1 minute chart to get a better idea. See, the liquidity is getting more narrow now. And there's so once this starts going, if it starts shooting back up, we might hit our profit, get our $10 and be out. But if it dips further down, it's going to catch that, and then when we come into liquidate, like when we actually have our take profit, see now we're in take profit now. I almost want to show you guys again. I kind of want to show you how it liquidates now. So I'm actually gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna cancel this one. I just wanted to show you how it worked. I'm gonna cancel that. But now, if I wanted to take profit, oh man, it dipped again. I want to kind of show you on a little pump, um, like a manual take profit. Like I could even adjust it. Let me actually show you that. That's one thing. So it seems like the top of the Bollinger Band is 182.28. If I wanted to adjust this 122.30, let's call it that. 35, so it doesn't hit. So now it's going to adjust this real quick. It's going to update that. So it's probably going to hit this right now. I just want to, okay. Did it hit it? Almost. Almost hit it. Almost hit it. Come on, come on, come on. It's going to wick into it, but I feel like I'm actually probably leaving money on the table showing this, but it's okay. So I just lowered my take profit just because I want to show you exactly. So now there's sell. There's a lot of sell. So, like this is an example of what I was showing you before. This made me think it was going to reverse because there was a lot of sellers defending the price right here. See all the sells right there at the Bollinger Band. And now you actually have some buyers defending the price. So, okay, so now it's actually going back up to that price. What are we at right now? Let's see, because now there's a lot of buyers defending it. That's why there's that big wick at the bottom. Buyers are defending the price. Still, buyers are defending the price. And if the price goes up another 15 cents, 20 cents, then we're going to be, wicked out and it will liquidate this position and I'll probably make $2 out of this. It's not that much. But my point is that if I was being patient, which I'm not being patient at the moment because I'm, I'm doing this live and I'm just trying to show you example. Um, and you see the USDC went back in here. And no, come on, come on, come on, wake up, wake up. I would have made this if it wasn't, but like right now, if I closed, it would still be in loss because it dipped a little bit. There we go. Mm. Yeah, it's down a little bit now. There we go. So we're just gonna watch this for a minute, but I'll show you. I just wanted to close before the stream's done. But now, what can you do? You could take the next thing that you could be doing with this, as far as like making income, is as you start to take your income and grow it with things like this passively. This is pretty passive. Like right now, I'm sitting here staring at it, but I don't really have to. I have, I had an order in case it dipped, but I could have that in. I could also put in a stop loss. Um, then and I'll be taking. Then say this closes and I make my whatever amount. If I waited, it would have been $10. If I had $1,000 in there, it would have been $100. So I make my $100, right? And now what do I do with it? I could take that $100 and I can go and what I like to do personally, again, this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. But I like to take that money that I earned from doing things like perps and because I do like I don't get me wrong, I do like doing trading coins, but I do find that the math's better in my head when I'm doing stuff like this because I understand the charts and I could ride those and I understand leverage and I understand that I can make money with that. So now, all what I would need to do is I take part of it and I send it to things like a cast card, and you can look at that, I get a coin. My withdraw in Coinbase just popped up on my screen. That's not real. Um, No, but I use things like the Cast card, which you can get at mydeficard.com. It's up on the screen right now if you want to grab it. And I use this card every day. So I take the money. I'll take like That's say it's in USDC. I'll send the USDC to like a third of it. I usually do it in like a section of it. So the way I math it in my head is that I'll take like a quarter of this actually, and of what I earn from this trade. So I'll take a look. It's dipping more. No, it wicked all the way back down. See, I missed it. I'm not. I may not be able to close this. I might actually just switch my price back to what it was before, and just have everything because it looked like it wicked down. Man, it wicked all the way down there, but needs to get all the way back up here for it to liquidate. Um, it's all good. Street price. Oh, do I not have my? I do. 182.35. So it pumps to 182.35. It will close and I'll just so point is I take part of it and put it into something like a cash card. Like I was pointing out earlier that even it looks like even Phantom is creating their own Phantom Cash card, which the way I see it is any method. Coinbase has one too. They even have a credit card that they just launched. And by the way, if you get value out of these, I have the link up on the screen. But go to DeFiEarner.com. That's actually a I have a whole bunch of resources, including my seven simple steps to turn crypto into daily passive income. A lot of things that I'm showing you here in this live. But go grab that, and I share resources there. But yeah, no, I take part of it and put into the Cast card or whichever card you're using. I like Cast, mydeficard.com. And then you just add it in there. And now you could just, I take my phone, you know, take my phone like this. I just hit the da da, or you could have them send you a physical card. Completely up to you. Ooh, what's up? Ah, thanks, Jilly. I'm glad that you think that's great information. I think it's great information. I think this is something that anybody could use, anybody could benefit from. There we go. But yeah, so I use the Cash card, and then I'll take part of that and I'll put it into another wallet, which I'll end up using with this Stacker agent. Which let me actually log into it real quick so you know what it is. So I use it with Stacker agent. I was showing you the custom GPT. Oops, guess I have to go to the right wallet. It lets me log into this. There we go. There we go. So this is Stacker agent, and right now it has a couple different only like it only has a couple that are being worked on. There's only one. So the idea could be that you take your earnings, you put them into, or let's look at the whole flow, right? You take your earnings, you put them into a lending protocol. Again, I'm using USDC. You could just lend out your soul. You could lend out your soul. Don't lend out your soul. Sell it. um, but you could, and now you're earning a little bit of interest. Why does that keep on saying connected? Check. Make sure you hear me. Hear me? Good, good, good. Um, so you take some of your soul here and or your USDC and you let it grow. And right now, again, like earlier, like yesterday, it was at like 5.9 or something like, and it's gotten up to like 14%. So let your crypto earn, and then what people end up actually do is they could go borrow it, and that's why you're earning it because people are borrowing it. And I can get into that stuff in another thing because you can look at the statistics supply, borrow. So we can go down that rabbit hole. But now you're going to earn some interest on your crypto as it's sitting in here. I'm not doing anything. In all honesty, you should not be using your entire crypto bag for trading. Anyways, you should be using a percentage of it. Um, Personally, I like to use like 10%, if that, because then you can recover. So you take it, you let it earn, and then you go like, okay, I'm getting up. I'm going to do some trading today. And down the road, a lot of this stuff will become even more automated with Stacker Agent. But for today, you click on the perps and you're like, okay, I'm going to put some of my money to work. You put it to work, you get it to earn you a couple $100 throughout the day. And then you go and you take part of that. Maybe like I use the example, $1,000, maybe you're earning $500, or 500, $100 from it, whatever. Um, from your $1,000 trade. And then you take that $1,000, you send 25 bucks to Cast or wherever you're using at mydeficard.com. Go ahead and sign it up. It's free. And then you can go and take I take like 25% and I put it into something like my Stacker Agent wallet. And that way I'm going to be able to have that work for me while I'm sleeping. So I take my money, I let it earn a yield slowly by better than what any bank is going to give me for my dollars. Then I can go and take those dollars, I can go and have them trade on perpetuals, perps, and see it's down a little bit now, but again, I can go catch those dips and I said 181, yeah. But and then I take those, and when I take the profit from there, I could take it, put 25% into the cash card, and I put 25% into things like Stacker Agent and let it work for me. And then personally, I like to put then I take 25% and I put it back into my lending protocol, into lend. And that way that is growing. Like basically my trading bag is growing. Then what I personally like to do is I like to take 25% and put it into things that I'm like right here along the side, you can see I have Draftfish. I'm bullish on that. I go buy a little bit of that. I go buy some more Gary coin, which I'm bullish on, which is both of those are connected to Stacker Agent. Then I can go and I could say, you know what? Maybe I'm going to go and take the other 25% and do a little bit more gambly things. By gambly, I mean things that are not necessarily sure things like slow burns, but you might have a big runoff and do things manually. You know, maybe you want to go buy a coin, maybe you want to launch a coin, whatever it is. You can go do that here on um like take the you now have the liquidity. So that way I'm now increasing my trading bag which is earning passive income when I'm not using it. I buy things that are a little bit more, iffy. Then I buy things that are a little bit more like my long-term bag, and then I put some money um into my basically my spending wallet, which I could go use and I could just tap and use it with Visa. So I'm going all the way across the board with being able to have there's not one moment in this scenario where my money is not working for me. So I put the money earning me interest when I'm sleeping like slower, and then when I'm ready to put it to work a little bit faster when I could pay attention, then that happens. So I'm earning passive income, and then you use tools like I was mentioning Stacker Agent right here, where I can go see I can click here. Mass Extract is the only one that's live right now, and if you did want access to that, there is a method to that, but it's you can go to where's the post thing right here. You actually need to have a couple. It's token locked for the private beta. You need a Stacker Agent. You have to have an OG draft in the Draft Tower collection, or you could be a whale, which is any of this combination of assets they have down here, or 100 million of the Draftfish tokens. Again, I'm not going to dive too deep into that right now, but point is that's how you get access to it's an early private beta. But you go right here, you fill in what you want, and if you know anything about like runners and stuff, when tokens launch, they pump up and it's catching those when it hits a particular market cap and then liquidates and tries to get you your gains. And the idea is that you want your win rate to be higher. So this is working for you when you're not paying attention, and it's going to get more and more automated as things go. hmm But boom. So that is really the flow of like passive income. There's other things that you could do. Like I didn't even talk about it today. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, so I might wrap it up shortly. But you can go and there's play to earn things like addicted.fun was one. Let's actually check real quick if there's any. I did this yesterday. This is a play to earn game. Let me just connect that. Let's see. Look, it's given me like 5 additional tokens since I claimed them yesterday. And again, if you want to join, feel free to join. That's addicted.fun. And my invite code, which you need an invite code. And look, I've made almost 5 whole coins for inviting people. NXN22222 if you would like to join through my link. Um, it's made me a couple cents by people joining through my link. I know, wild, right? But in this example, look, I have 5 and I could go click. Let me just do this. Boom, do that instead. I can claim these tokens. It's gonna give me a pop-up. It's actually a little over 5. Um, and yeah, the amount goes down. And the way that I look at these ones is once you've got your money in and you get it out, then it's kind of like a faucet for free crypto. As long as you get your money out, I think that's the really important thing. So now I can come up here and I could sell that for more USDC. Boom. Why is it not letting me click it? Because I'm not connected to the right wallet. Here, I need to connect to this wallet. That's why. So there you go. So look, I can get 77 cents. I'm rich. One way to do, or I could just swap it in. I like for these, I might swap it into Sol. See, there is a 6.93% price impact. But look, I can get a little bit of Sol. It's it's really only like less than $1, or I could leave it here, or you could go and trade it. You can trade it back and forth, but there is a expense 2% liquidity pool here. So you could sell here, keep on buying here. You can zoom out and see. This is just basically giving you some free crypto to play with. Look, you could have sold right way up here and then waited for it to dip and bought back in. It's actually pumping a little bit right now. So right now, the price of one of these in dollars is almost just about four cents. Cool, but that's one way, and another way I was talking about last time was liquidity pools, because that's the foundation of what makes crypto and DeFi in particular. It's how we trade. It's how we make this decentralized. It's how we give like the I would say the middle finger to the government. This is how we make it so we're not dealing with banks because we don't like banks. I'm not a bank person. Cool. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of these things. I talked about lending out NFTs or collateralizing your NFTs uh, last time for taking out loans. So if you want, you could actually make interest about 0.5% a day, lending out your Solana for people that want to collateralize it. And like, I could borrow against, again, Draft Tower is one that I have. So you can borrow right there up against your Draft Tower. There's 20 Solana in that pool right now, almost 21. You could also lend out. So if I wanted to lend out, I could even, again, I'm gonna use the same example. Why am I draft? I could lend out Solana. What's that? Best offers. I could lend out my Solana and earn like 180% a year as long as people are taking the offers. And you can see that the active offer 155, um, and then there's active loans right there. Somebody took a loan for 1.12, and they're gonna have to pay 1.142 when they return it. So it's just a little tiny bit more, but that compounds, and then you could become that person that's always offering offers. So there you go. I mean, like I might actually, I think I need to make another video showing how to do this. I'm going to do that in my next live, probably show people how to do some loans for or offer loans for NFTs, and I'll show you how to do it using Draft Tower. Because again, if somebody here, so say you give out a loan for, in this example, the highest one is 155. Um, is the highest amount that people are offering for the loan. And then somebody goes over here and let me refresh it, make sure it's the current prices. So if somebody 187, so right now, if somebody wanted to instantly sell their NFT, they could sell it for 1.787 Solana. So if you gave them 1.55, you'd actually still 1.787. You'd actually still get like zero point 0.2 Solana out of this situation, which I think is great, right? zero point 0.2 Solana. And even if you liquidate, and then if you were actually patient, you can come over here. You see the cheapest one right now, I think is like list price 0.75 Solana. You could actually get a little bit more there as well. 7.8, huh? This didn't sell. That must be, oh, that's including the fees, I guess, huh? So yeah, you can get your money back plus interest, or they could pay it back and you're all fine and dandy. Cool. Let's just check in on this real quick, make sure. Let's take a look at our perp. And look, our position filled, or our position sold. Did it? Or no, am I not connected to the right wallet? I'm just not connected to the right wallet. I don't know. Let's see. I think it did. It did. I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah. There we go. So look, here's a good example. Here, can I drag this out? Oh, I can. I didn't realize. So now look at this. I know it's not that much money because I'm just showing you in a small example. But now I have $201.82. So what did I make? What did I make in that situation? I made about 1.62% just hanging out here with you. And if I did a larger amount, I would have done more. Now I should have probably I should have stuck with my instinct where I knew that this was going to run up. But I just wanted to show you what it does. Now I reverse this. I go back over to lend. I go back over here. I hit deposit. I'm just going to deposit it all. I'm depositing more than I took out. Hit deposit. Boom, boom. Still, it's going to be earning me interest on that now. Now I have a few extra dollars in there. Now, of course, I could also take some of that and send it to like Cash Card or to my diversify it how I was talking about. But now, point is that I have more money in there than when I started. I have more money in that wallet, in that lending protocol than when I started. Now I can go ahead and I could just go rinse and repeat over here and do the same exact thing over and over again. So I hope that this is helpful and you've seen how you could actually make passive income very easily. And again, I did 10x leverage because I looked at the average price of Solana. It could have dipped $20 and then rebounded without it liquidating my price at 10x. Now, once you get into higher, it does get a little bit more, risky. So again, I'm not giving you financial advice. Please always do your own research on these things. Please, please, please. So just double check. Da-da. I think we're good. Cool. All right. Again, just as a reminder, if you like this stuff, make sure that you are liking, subscribe, and ringing the bell. Remember, I am not ever giving financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. This stuff, I love making passive income. I love sharing how I am making passive income because I don't want to like. I come from like a film background and I get burned out all the time working. I don't want to be working all the time. I know you don't want me to, or you don't want to either. So this is how we could stop trading our time for money and just start at the beginning instead of saying like, oh man, I need to go start and make my first $1 million today. Think about the slow stuff that compounds so you could afford to do even more of the busier stuff, like for lack of a better word. Um, so just like learn this stuff, take it, go lend out some Solana and lend out some USDC, then go play with perps, use Stacker GPT to help you, then take some of those profits, diversify them, drop them into things like lending protocols, drop them into liquidity pools, give them to Stacker Agent to put them to work for you. These are all things that you could be doing. All right. Again, I just wanted to share all this stuff with you. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And will see everybody in the next stream or the next upload. I am actually working on a couple Jupiter videos to help people. If you have any requests for that type of video, you can check out the ones that I've done in the past. Let me know in the comments. I always like to make sure that my videos are helpful. Again, peace out. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I will see you in the next stream. Take care. All right. Bye.